name is Katie, aka Mrs. Duckpotato, and welcome to my channel, Duckpotatoe's World. I am here with the April 1st episode 35 of my monthly vlog, Created to Create, where we talk about all of the mostly yarny creative things that I have been up to in the last month. So if this is your first time hanging out with me, thank you so much for choosing to give me a chance. I know you have plenty of other options and I really appreciate your time. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and hanging out with me some more. I love getting to hang out with you guys every month. So grab your craft, grab your project, grab some sustenance. I've got some water, I'm dying of thirst, and we're gonna jump right into all the things that have been going on in my crazy world. Oh man. So, first things first, if you are looking for me on social media, I am Mrs. Duckpotatoe on Ravelry and Instagram. I am Katie Brohard on Facebook and Goodreads, so you can find me in those places. And I do have some finished objects to show you. Ironically enough, none of them were, well, one of them was a project from last month, but the other things are new. So I did get my sock machine, Lottie, out the last few weeks, and I've cranked 5 sock tubes that I've passed out to friends. I don't have a picture, but I did get that done this last month. And I made a sock tube for myself as well, and I made a pair of socks for my husband, which I do have to show you because I finished them. So I cranked the tubes out on my sock machine, and then I cut in the heels, and then I just ripped back the tube and then re-knit the cuff and the toes by hand. Now I was using this really fun yarn. I'll tell you about it. It's called Watercolor Sock, and it's dyed in a way that you get 2 identical socks out of the 100-gram hank. It is by Lanes de Nord. It's made in Italy. It's 75% wool and 25% nylon. And because I was trying to use up the whole color fade, the socks are quite long, and even on my tall husband, I didn't make the cuff really stretchy enough for his calf, so it's a little tight. So he'll have to wear them with the cuff rolled over. But it still was fun, and I got to use up lots of yarn. I didn't weave in the ends yet. I need to do that. And I did use a contrast yarn. This is just that leftover navy Cascade Heritage yarn that I used in that cowl I knit last month. I used those for the heel. I should have done is ripped out 10 grams and used that for the heel, but I didn't want to. I don't know why I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. But yes, I cranked this tube and made these socks. When I was cranking all the tubes out for my friends, I thought I'm going to do a tube for myself. Also, I was teaching one of my friends how to cut in a heel for herself, and so it's easiest to do if I just show them. So I had one for me to show, and my husband will get an extra pair of socks, which he will love. And then the other thing I finished is my enchanted blanket of knowledge. Now, if you were able to hang out at the East Texas Fiber Festival with me, then you got to see this on display. It was mostly done last month. The only thing I had to add was I had to put the border on. And I love all of your suggestions and your advice. I really appreciated it. And I did decide to go ahead and do a crochet border. I found a stitch on YouTube called the camel stitch, and that's what I used, and it looks very much like sideways knit stitches, so I really like the way that turned out. This beautiful blanket is going to go back to Hot Springs with my friend Tracy. She is still here, but she is totally pooped. I've wiped her out, and I couldn't convince her to stay up late and host with me. So instead, we have my friend Duck here. I've been calling him Harry the Duck. So Harry and I are who you're stuck with today. But this is going to go back to Hot Springs. It's going to hang out as a shop sample for a little while. I'll go back and get it when it starts to get cold, and I'm going to want to use my blanket again. But yeah, all done. Which means I'm down to just a couple of BOK whips. That does bring us to unfinished objects. So the first one I want to show you is my Edinburgh Lanes shawl by Helen Stewart. I really wanted to have it done by the end of this month, but I got too sidetracked, and you'll see why here in a minute. So it's not done, but I have made a good amount of progress on it. So you can see here, this one is being done in Hot Springs Fiber Company Seriously Sparkles sock in Tangerine Dreams and Turquoise Sky, Oops, that's the wrong side. Let's show you the right side. And Rich Mountain Fiber Company, Birds of a Feather, I think is what this colorway is called. So the sparkly stuff is from Hot Springs, and this variegated blue and orange and turquoise is from Rich Mountain Fiber Company. And you can see I was here. It may look like only a few inches, but these rows have a lot of stitches in them. I think we're around, let's see, that's 50, 100, it's around 200 stitches per row. So I've done a pretty good amount. We'll go ahead and move up my stitch marker. Hopefully I will have it completely finished for you next month. There we go. So this is what I've been calling my Arkansas crawl shawl, because I bought all 3 yarns when I was in Arkansas for their crawl last year. I got the stitch toppers from Hot Springs Fiber Company. I got the bag from the Bumblebee Yarn Shop, and I got all the stitch stoppers from Hot Springs Fiber Company. I got all the stitch markers from either Arkansas Yarn Company. What's it called? Arkansas? Y'all? Yeah, Arkansas Yarn Company. I got the stitch markers from Arkansas Yarn Company and Knit Unto Others. Whew! I have been talking nonstop for the last 2 days, and believe it or not, I'm kind of getting tired of talking, y'all. But that is the update on my Arkansas crawl shawl. It is coming along very nicely. So since I talked to you, I did cast on the Little Rosebud Seamless Dress by OGE Knitwear Designs. I almost have it finished. I was hoping I would have it done to show you, but it's not quite done. Of course, I hadn't even cast it on last month, so I've got lots and lots done. I will definitely finish it this month, since the baby is due in May and she needs to have her little dress. I'm hoping to also make a little pair of white bloomers to go underneath it. But this is just an old leftover ball of Pima cotton, I think, that I've had for ages, just waiting for the right project. And that is adorable little dress. That's what I'm working on there. So that one is new for your eyes. And here's the white. I think I'm going to make, what is this? This is a Barocca Weekend DK. I think I'm going to try to make a little, like a diaper cover to go under the dress. So I cast that on new. And then while I was making the sock tubes for my friends, I went ahead and just cranked out some yarn that has been wound on cones. Some of this yarn for as long as, well, since I got my sock machine in 2022. And some of it I coned just to crank, but I finally, officially, have used all of the sock yarn I coned when I was teaching myself to cone yarn from 2022 when I first got Lottie. All of my cones are empty and I'm ready to put new things on it. So, one of the things that I did, I had made some socks for a friend and I had some leftovers, so I have enough leftovers to make shorty socks. So this is J Wall Twin from Lang Yarns. And I think you could have theoretically gotten 2 identical socks out of it, maybe. I think you could have. But I made a pair for her out of half, and then I got half for me. So it went like this. It's kind of, if you can see how that went. I went ahead on this one, and I did the toe on the machine, and then knit the tube. And then I'm going to go back in with this sparkly stuff and put in the heels and the cuffs. And I thought it would look like rainbows coming out of a cloud. So I will have fun with that eventually. It is not a priority. I was just cranking yarn while I had Lottie out on my desk. I'm going to put in a picture of this, you guys. My husband is so awesome. Oh, I'll wait. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Remind me in a minute. Put everything in the right place. This is whips. So let me stay with whips for a minute. I cranked another tube that I had lying around. This is Rising Tide Fiber Co. I did Shark Week, Sock Week with Natalie, Nitty Natty last year, and I had this much yarn just left over from my socks because it came with 2 mini skeins, and when you use a main color and mini skeins, I don't use all that much of the main color, so I had plenty to make a second pair. So this I will cut into and make another pair of socks for myself out of later. I think I'm going to use this navy blue, this heritage navy blue, just showing up and everything. I kind of like the navy blue with that. What do you guys think? I haven't totally decided that that's what I'll do, but I'm thinking this will be my heels, toes, and cuffs. If anybody has another color suggestion, I have some orange yarn, but it's just not quite the right orange, and I don't have any of the mini skeins that this came with left anymore. I didn't really have a pink that went in my scraps, and I definitely want to try to use scrap yarn, but I do have some other colors. So if you think navy isn't working and you have another suggestion, I'd love to hear it. But that can sit and wait until I'm ready to do another pair of socks. And then my oldest son has been begging me for socks, so he looked through my stash and he picked out this ball of yarn, which I don't know what I did with the ball band. I didn't throw it in here. So I can't remember what this yarn is off the top of my head. I think it was called Blues Brothers or Brothers in Blue, one or the other. I'll put the information on the screen for you. But I cranked out this tube, and I think I'm gonna pair it with this for heels, toes, and cuffs. And if I have enough left over, I'm gonna make a pair for myself as well, which I will have to re-crank because this tube is too wide for me. But if I have enough and I can make some for me, I may do a pair with that blue for myself. If not, I'll just have a pair for him. But again, this isn't a project I'm gonna hurry to get done. I was just working on my sock machine, and since I had Lottie out, I thought we might as well crank as many tubes as we had yarn coned. So I'm very excited to be completely cone free on my pile of stored yarn for the first time since I got my sock machine. So yay, that's pretty cool. I am very happy with that. And that is everything I have actually made progress on. I have not worked on the Bubbles socks at all. I have not worked on my sister's wedding shawl at all, which I really need to do. I have not worked on, what else? Let's see. My Knit Your Bit blanket at all, and I haven't worked on the Biased Opinion shawl at all. But my friend who's knitting the Biased Opinion shawl along with me, she started her next stripe, so I will be starting my next stripe with that pretty soon. And then other than that, my only other whips will be my blankets of knowledge. You guys, I'm having so much fun with the blanket of knowledge. I am totally and completely caught up with my crochet version. So the last month available would have been February. So this is my February block. I'm not really sure what's the front and what's the back in crochet. I'm not even really sure what's the top and what's the bottom. I think this is the top and bottom. Just gonna rotate it around for you. But yeah, I had all of my crochet blocks out at the East Texas Fiber Festival to show off as well. So that's coming along really nicely. I am enjoying it. My March box should be getting to me very soon. If you don't have yours yet, it is on its way. We are, sometimes it's a comedy of errors. So there was a delay in getting the packing boxes that we send the Blanket of Knowledge subscription boxes to you in. So they are supposed to have arrived by Monday, and the shop will be sending them out just as soon as the boxes get there. So my goodness, we're sorry, y'all. Seriously. Then I also finally did just the tiniest little bitty bit of work on my Fall Fun color story. Y'all, I'm not kidding. I think I did 3 rows. But hey, it's something. And now that I'm kind of getting some other things caught up, I can pay more attention to this project. I don't think I'm going to get all 7 months of that caught up this month, but I am going to at least try really hard to have 1 month done this month. I'm going to definitely give it some attention and some love. And then the other Blanket of Knowledge project I had to show off to you is my Scarf of Knowledge, which is what I use for the demo videos for the knit version. And I do have the March pattern here, which I believe I showed you last month. And I have the April pattern all planned out and ready to go for April. And this is the April Fall Fun color as well, I believe. So I don't know, hopefully you can see that pattern. It's a really fun 3D block with a little twist in there. It's going to be a really fun pattern to knit. And those are all of my knitting and crochet whips for the time being. We've got some other things we'll talk about here in a minute. But I want to talk about acquisitions. And the first acquisition, I told you to remind me, and you did a great job because I remember, is I want to tell you about the very cool thing that my husband bought for me. So my sock machine lives in a box above my desk, and when I want to make socks, I have to take it down, clear off my desk, attach it to the side of my desk, work with it, and then I have to put it all back up again. Well, my husband was at a yard sale for the chapter of the Civil Air Patrol out here in Tyler, near where I live. And he found like a 1950s hospital bedside table. It's all metal. The wheels still roll. It still raises and lowers. and he is going to refinish that for me as a table for my sock machine. So I'm so excited about it. I absolutely love it. It hits all of my buttons, pushes all of my buttons. It's medical related, and for those of you that don't know, I am by training a registered nurse, so I am a nurse. It hits my vintage vibe. I love that it's a repurposed old thing. It's a metal, heavy duty kind of solid piece of furniture, which I like. It's not plastic. It's not that pressed fiberboard that everything's made out of these days. And my husband bought it for super cheap, which I love when I get a good deal. And my sweet, sweet husband is going to be refinishing and making it beautiful for me, so it's going to have a lot of love and work put into it. So I'm so excited about it. I'll put a picture of it up here if I haven't already. And that is my new craft table for my sock machine. In addition to that, you know, I just got back from a fiber festival. Now, I will tell you, you guys kept us so busy in our booth that I never left our little corner of the festival to walk around and shop extensively. But fortunately, I did have time to make friends with the booth mates on both the side of us, we were on a corner, and behind us. And I did manage to sneak over and shop at their booths, so I do have some fair few things to show off in the acquisition department. Hold that thought, give me just a moment. Let's see what is going on in my box. Okay, so the first thing I want to show is the neighbors to our left, I guess. Oh, no, that's not the neighbors to our left. I bought this from the neighbors behind us. I bought 3 felted dryer balls. I love dryer balls. I already use them, and I have several, but I have to replace them every so often. Eventually, they kind of fall apart in my dryer, and I also have a dog that likes to chew on them. So if she gets a hold of one, that's the end of it. But I got these from the Hipponeer, Sasha Fernandez, and she's located in Tarpley, Texas, and I'll put all of her information in the description box down below. They have a third Saturday market out in Bandera, Texas, apparently. So I think she is one of the organizers for that. So she is super sweet. We had so much fun getting to know her and talking with her, and I can't wait to use my dryer balls. And then also sharing her booth, we had the, make sure I say it right, the Sheepwalk Fiber Mills, which is a Texas shepherd's mill in Bandera, Texas. I've never been there, but I'm going to have to go. They have all kinds of wool experiences where you can go and work in the mill and hang out on the farm and learn weaving techniques or spinning techniques or different things. And I bought this beautiful cone of heavy-duty sport weight 4-ply yarn. It is 50% churro, 25% Shetland, and 5% Cheviot, 1.9 pounds. And I have bought this to do a different kind of project with. I'll talk to you about here in a little bit, but I'm very, very excited about this yarn. It's really, really unique. It's going to make a good sturdy project for me later. And I'll put the information on the Sheepwalk Fiber Mills in the description box down below. She also has a YouTube channel, so you want to definitely go check her out. Okay, and then finally, the neighbors to my left. I told you I bought stuff from them. Let's see what I have in here. We had another shared booth to our left. One of them was a soap creator, and I bought some really neat stuff, and she gifted me a really sweet thing as well from her shop that I haven't tried out yet because, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't take a shower between Friday and Saturday because I was too tired. But I will take a shower and use my soap very soon. So this is from 11 and 11, Krafts and Soap, handcrafted soap and body products by Pam Jones. There is a phone number and an email, but I don't have, oh, she has a Facebook page too, but I don't think she has a website. But I'll put what contact information I have down below. She gifted me this lavender and rosemary goat milk soap. And I know you can't smell it, but that is such a sad thing because it is the most wonderful smell. I fell majorly in love with this, and then I had to go back and buy the matching deodorant, so I will not be stinky for church for the rest of this week. And then she also had something I've always wanted to try and have never tried, but it is a coconut-free shampoo bar. So I definitely had to try that one. It's got green tea, horsetail and nettle, babassu, castor oil, mango butter, apricot, all kinds, lavender, cedar, tea tree, and rosemary essential oils, citric acid. I'm so excited to try this. I've always wanted to try a shampoo bar. And then she also gave me a great little sample of a hand body lotion bar. And I've been using it the last couple of days and I love it. So that is what I got from her. And here we go. And this is what I got from her neighbor. Her neighbor was Michelle. It's called, I didn't ask her how to pronounce this. If it's Kosries or Kokries Krafts, I'll put her information also in the description down below. It's Knee Deep Crafts and More. And I bought the cutest needle keeper. So it's magnetic and you can put your pins and needles in it. And then it has 1 Corinthians 16:14, let all that you do be in love on it. So I bought this from her shop. So those were the only shops I got far enough away from my own booth to visit. But I got some really wonderful things from all of them, and I'm super excited to get to use those things. Now, of course, I was helping out in the Hot Springs Fiber Company booth. We were promoting the Blanket of Knowledge and my YouTube channel, Tracy and I together. And Tracy snuck over to Knee Deep Crafts and More when I wasn't looking and bought me the neatest thing to help with some of the other stuff that I've been doing lately. And that is this beautiful resin seam ripper. It's absolutely gorgeous. The handle is comfortable. And the creator behind this makes all kinds of different things that they can attach to the handle. So this one is a seam ripper, but she had an entire interchangeable crochet hook set. She had this cool necklace where you could kind of attach this into the necklace so you could carry something around with you, like a screwdriver or a hook or a seam ripper or whatever. She had beautiful pins. Everything was really unique. And she said her son actually handmade all of the handles, but Tracy picked this one out for me and I just love it. It couldn't have been more perfect. So I got that as well. Feels like it was Christmas, you guys. And those were the things that I shopped for at the festival. I also managed to bring home, of course, some yarn. So a couple of weeks ago, a chick that knits was out at Hot Springs Fiber Company, and I had tried to go and visit her the weekend, to go visit Hot Springs the weekend that the chick that knits would be in the shop, and the weather was bad where the chick that knits was, and she couldn't get out of to Hot Springs, so she had to reschedule her visit, and I had to miss her because I couldn't go on the day they rescheduled. But she had hand dyed a special Hot Springs colorway, and Tracy made sure to gift me one, so I have that. They are 5 beautiful mini skeins. They're called Healing Waters, Garwin Gardens, Hot Springs Bathhouse, Woodland Chapel. So that's 4. I don't know what the 5th one's called. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure what the 5th one's called, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to be very excited to come up with something to make this into. Then Tracy has decided that as much as we all love self-striping yarn, she's going to get out of the self-striping yarn business. She did a run of it a little over a year ago, and it was just apparently a little more work than she is set up to handle. And she had only 2 balls of her self-striping yarn left over, and she gifted these to me. So these are exclusive. Hot Springs does not do self-striping anymore. You can't get these. I got the last 2. But this one I know was the shell-shocked orange colorway. I don't remember. I don't know if this was the full bloom colorway at the time or if it was something different. It looks like full bloom. So I'm also going to be thinking about great weight things to do with a sport weight 100% merino yarn that is self-striping. I'm kind of thinking it might make a super cute Happy and You Know It hat. So that's kind of what I'm leaning toward right now. But if you have any suggestions for me, I would love to hear them. Then when we were packing up to leave the festival today and I was putting away all the DK weight yarn, I ran into these and I had to have them. I'm hoping that I might be able to make another ranunculus out of them. I wasn't thinking that all the way through because these are DK weights, so there's only 480 yards here. I don't know if that would be enough, but it would be enough to try. I might be able to do like a tank top if I can't get a yoke out of the top. But that's kind of what I am leaning towards doing with this. These are Retired Blanket of Knowledge colorways from the Mineral Rights box called Bauxite. And yeah, so that is my plan for these. Hopefully that will work. I also got a color for my campfire blanket and the contrast color for my campfire blanket, which I have most of the colors for both my fall fun and my campfire blanket ahead of time, not all of them, but I was missing some of these, so she gave me these to go with that. And last but not least, I did buy some cotton yarn because Natalie over at Nitty Natty in Love and Stitches is going to do a crochet along with her float tote. And I have owned the float tote pattern for forever. I bought it like before I even learned to crochet because I was hoping to convince my sister-in-law to crochet it for me. But she has been busy and I have since learned to crochet, so I think I'm just going to do the crochet along and do it myself. So I ordered the sugar and cream, which is what Natalie recommends, from Wool & Company, and I am going to do my main color in this teal and my contrast color in this pink and teal color here. So I am very excited to get to do a crochet along with Love and Stitches. And if you're interested in joining that, I think it doesn't start till April 4th. I think it starts on April 4th, which is actually one of my sister's birthdays. Happy birthday, sister. Yeah, I think it starts April 4th, so there's still plenty of time to jump in and join. We're going to kick it off that Friday, and you can visit the Love and Stitches website, but I will put a link to that down below as well. You guys, I think that might be all the new things I have. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. New to me things, anyway. But I do have some things that should be new to you. It is time for sharing. So if you remember from last month, Hot Springs Fiber Company donated this beautiful bag, a big version and a small version. And these are zipper closed bags, which I really like. I love tote bags with a zipper, so your things don't fall out. So I have these bags to give away. I have this ball of DK weight Noro yarn, also donated by Hot Springs Fiber Company. And I have this fun little goodie bag. There's a mirror and some stickers and a rainbow keychain. These are things that I have donated. So that is what is the prize from last month. And I have a lucky duck picked for you. And the lucky duck is Penny VJ3IR. Congratulations, Penny VJ3IR. You are the April lucky duck. So comment in the comments below and let me know that you are aware, and send me an email with your contact information to the channel email that's in the description box down below, and I will get your shareable sent out to you as soon as possible. Congratulations. Now, of course, if you were at the East Texas Fiber Festival, you will know that on Friday we decided to give away 1 month of a Blanket of Knowledge box. This is a full bloom box. I'll show you the box here. It has the 100 gram skein of yarn, the 20 gram mini, the stitch marker, a snack, and the treat, like extra prize, is wool wash and a nail file. And it has the pattern. I think this one is a knit pattern. And so we had so many people sign up to win this giveaway that we decided we would do 2. So this is Fridays. So if you were there on Friday and you entered our giveaway, then you have an opportunity to win this one. Now what I did was I numbered all the people who signed up in the number that they came and signed up, and then I used Google's random number generator to pick a winner. And the winner was number 54. I had 56 total. And the winner was number 54, which is Melia Gentry. So Melia Gentry, congratulations. I will be sending you some contact information to get a hold of you, but you do need to comment down below in the comment section of this video in order to claim your shareable. I hope you enjoy it. And so we decided to give out a second box on Saturday because we had so many people sign up. And on Saturday, we had 50 people enter our giveaway. This is the box. It is another full bloom box with a 100-gram hank, a 20-gram mini, some stitch markers, a snack, and some stickers. And I numbered all of the people who signed up, and I used Google random number generator to pick the winner. And our lucky duck for Saturday's box is Rebecca McKnight. So Rebecca McKnight, I will be contacting you to let you know you have won, but you do need to comment down below on this video in order to claim your prize. I'm excited to get these out to you. I want to thank everybody for stopping by our booth and talking with us and signing up for a chance to win our giveaway. I have one more thing to share with everybody. For this month, if you would like an opportunity to win the shareable for this month, I have one that I will announce the winner for on our May 1st video. So there's tons of sharing going on tonight, you guys. Yay. So again, Hot Springs Fiber Company has donated this adorable single ball bag. This retails at Hot Springs Fiber Company for $15. She sells them in her shop. They are from Akua's Boutique, and they are made in Madagascar. I believe they're handmade in Madagascar. So it's the same people that make my basket, my big basket I bought at DFW a few months ago. It's the same folks. So this is from Hot Springs Fiber Company. I am adding to the bag a ball of sock yarn because this bag is just the right size for a single ball project. And this is a bag of online super sock. Color is Jupiter. It's a 100-gram ball of sock yarn, and it's self-striping and lots of fun. So if you would like to win this shareable, then what you will need to do is comment in the video description box down below and let me know that you would like to take this home. And like I said, if you don't get an opportunity to win this shareable, these adorable bags and others like it, several different sizes in fact, are also available at hotspringsfibercompany.com. And as always, my affiliate link will be in the description box down below. Whew. All right. My goodness, you guys. Plans and purposes. I feel like my hair is falling out of my ponytail holder. I kept trying to put it in a ponytail holder all day today, and it keeps falling out. Doesn't want to stay. Woo. Let's see. So, what have we got coming up? My goals for this month, for April. I want to finish my Edinburgh Lanes shawl. I want to get my fall fun blanket of knowledge going and have some progress on that. I need to finish the little rosebud dress, and we are doing some updating to the blanket of knowledge, and I want to tell you about that. So we are going to continue to offer a unique pattern every month, but instead of having a mystery color based on a photograph, we are actually creating, I'm not creating any of this, Tracy is creating beautiful hand-dyed color palettes that come out of each of her photos. So I have some samples I'm going to show you. So this one, for example, is the Full Bloom colorway. And I'll put a picture of the photo that this is based on over here so you can see the photo. And then the way it'll work is you will have an idea of what colors are going to be in every month. Where's the end of this? Here we go. It goes this way. So it will be January, you'll get a full hank of this. February will be a full hank of this. March is a full hank of this. April, a full hank of this. You get the idea. So these are the 12 colors that Full Bloom is going to come in. So if you decide to do the blanket for more than 12 months, it'll just repeat with these 12 colors. So that's the idea. We just wanted everybody to make sure that they were picking a color story that really spoke to them and that they were going to like all of the colors that came in their blanket. And we're trying to eliminate some of the mystery and surprise. The mystery part will just be the pattern, and you will know what your blanket colors are going to be like. So I can show you the full bloom. I can show you what the enchanted is going to look like. Now, you've been seeing my enchanted blanket for the past 1.5 years now, and she's updated the colors a little. Most of them are the same, but there are a couple that are different. I think this one's different. This one is different. So this will be the new enchanted color palette. Then we have the Fall Fun color palette. So I theoretically have been working on this blanket, but I know you haven't gotten to see a lot of the colors yet. So that's Fall Fun. And I have a brackish to show you. So this will be the brackish color palette. Now we have 10 different color stories you can choose from. I only have samples for 4. So if you are thinking about joining the Blanket of Knowledge, definitely click on my affiliate link down below and go check out the website. We have one brand new colorway called Moon Over the Gulf that we weren't even going to start accepting orders for until, let's see, March, April, until May. But we had so many people excited about it at the festival that Tracy decided to release it early. So there is so much going on over at hotspringsfibercompany.com. Go check them out, and please, if you don't mind, use my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra, but it does support the channel and make sure that I can keep sharing things and doing fun things with you guys throughout. And hopefully I will have some more of the color samples to show you going forward in the future. Now, plans and purposes, one more thing that's going on is, if you've been listening, I got my loom last month. I was able to show you a picture of it, and my friend Regina has been good as gold at keeping her word and has been wonderful helping and teaching me to use it. Y'all, I have always thought knitters and crocheters were the best of people, and the truth is weavers are right there up there with the best of people. I have had nothing but love and support and help from other weavers who have wanted to see me be successful with my loom. So that has been such a blessing. One of the things I found out when my loom is used, and it was a handmade loom that someone made for themselves, it's not a brand like a Shast or a Leclerc or what have you. So when it first got to my home, we had to do a little bit of cleaning and a little bit of repair work. Some of the straps and cords and things were made of leather and they had dry rotted, so they had busted, so we replaced that. So in addition to having to repair some of the cords and pulleys, not the pulleys themselves, but the straps and things on my loom, I needed to add some heddles to it, and that turned out to be kind of a bit of a trick. My loom was made with flat steel heddles, which are no longer made. You can't buy them new. And so I was looking for some people who might have them used that I could buy them from. And I did find several people who offered to sell me some used ones, which was wonderful. But while I was looking for that, I had a gentleman named Gary who just sent me a whole box full of flat steel heddles in the size that I need for my loom. And so I had another friend who gave me a whole bunch of flat steel heddles that are just a little bit too short from my loom. So I'm going to be looking for somebody to pass along 9.5-inch flat steel heddles to. So if I know anybody that weaves and you would be interested in receiving that, send me an email at the channel email down below. I would like to share those with somebody. And while I'm thinking of people weavers who have been sharing with me, my friend Lori has given me the most beautiful boat shuttles, and as well as the heddles. So I'll put a picture of those in so you can see them. These are really unique handmade shuttles with metal bobbins and a bobbin winder that goes into a drill. So the weavers community has just been so amazing and wonderful and friendly and welcoming, and everybody's offered me so much information about everything when I've asked questions. It's been really awesome, and I am grateful and thankful to everybody for their help with that. And yeah, but my friend Regina got everything checked out and made sure everything was up and running and working, and I have made my first piece of fabric on it. Everybody asks me what I'm making. I'm making, it's called the Does This Loom Work and Can Katie Operate It piece of fabric. And the answer is yes. Yes, that loom works and I can operate it. So I call my first project a raging success. I am working on a video to put up showing the loom off and some of the working on the loom. But for now, I will just stick a little picture of something going on my loom. I named my loom Beatrix. So I have Lottie the sock machine and Bee the floor rug loom. I have been having so much fun. And some of that yarn that I got, you will see, was intended for the loom. So there is one more thing that I got that I'm just now realizing I don't have with me to show you. So I'll have to figure out where we packed that away. But I also got a package of coarse spun cotton, I believe, or maybe or wool, might have been wool, from the mill that was stationed behind us. And that was another thing that I got. I'm going to learn to make trivets on my loom with. I will have to hunt that down and put a picture of it in, because I just realized it's not in this box, which means it's probably in a box that I didn't get around to unpacking today. So I will need to find that and put a picture in for you so you can see that. I forgot about that. It should have been in my acquisitions. I found it! My sons helped us bring in the stuff, and they didn't know what it was, and they set it in a funny place. But this is my coarse spun yarn, I guess, or roving. Honestly, I'm not sure what the right term is, but what I learned was I can use this to make really good, thick, heavy-duty trivets on my loom. So that is my plan for this, and says it's 98 yards of Jacob cotton, and I don't know if that means it's a wool cotton blend. She told me, and I have memory issues, so I may have to email her and ask her to tell me again what it means. But yeah, this is it. So I am very, very excited about this as well. But I'm planning to make those projects on my loom in the future. I'm not exactly sure when, but later down the road. Now, I do have my second project planned, and I even have the warp already warped out. And I just bought some Lion brand cotton from Joann's, because they're going out of business, to use, and I'm going to use a Gist Yarns pattern. It's called Skyline Towels by Annette Harzbowski. And that will be my second weaving project, and my goal with that is literally just, can I follow directions? Can I follow the weaving directions? So I will do that second, and then I will be able to think of something to do with the warp and the coarse spun yarn that I got at East Texas Fiber Festival today. So I apologize for that being a little bit out of order, but yeah, like I said, so much has been going on. It has been a crazy busy weekend. Y'all, it is late and I am exhausted. I will work on getting this video edited and posted up to you so that it will be right on time on April 1st. And I will see you guys next month if I don't post anything new between now and then. Hopefully I will have my weaving video up and going. Right now I have woven all the way to the end of my warp, and I just need to talk to my friend and find out how we're going to end it and get it off the loom. One of the ladies behind us, the one with the Sheepwalk fiber mill, she did show me how she gets things off her loom and how she puts tassels on it. So I might do something like that. That was really helpful. Y'all, for the moment, I'm drawing a total blank on her name, but I will get her name and put it in the information below so you don't have to be silly like me. But yeah, it's late. I am wore out. I have had all the fun and all the adventure that I think I can handle for the last 2 days. And I am going to see you guys next week. I'm going to close this with prayer. I am so grateful for every single one of you and for all of the opportunities that we've had over the last few days and over the last month. Gracious Lord Jesus, thank you so much for all of the wonderful ways that you allow us to be creative and to express ourselves. Thank you for beauty and for friendship and for community and for all of the fun that we have and all of the teamwork that we have and the opportunities to collaborate and build one another up and do all the things that we do for your glory. May we always do whatever we do in love and to glorify you. And in your Son's most precious name we pray.